What's going on, guys? My name is Justin and welcome to the first episode of Space News from my new YouTube channel, ModernDayNerd. Okay, so in this episode, number one, we're going to go ahead and talk about, first of all, since this is the very first episode, the channel description. You can also find this on my actual About page or section on the channel itself, but then we're going to dive into some actual space news. We're going to talk about NASA, ULA, SpaceX, and a Chinese company called iSpace. Most of you guys probably don't know about them. After that, I'm going to talk about why I created the channel. Alrighty, so quick channel description just so you guys are informed, kind of know what the channel is going to be about. Anyway, so first things first, it's going to be all about space and space news. That's going to dive into NASA, the private sector, meaning SpaceX, Blue Origin, Rocket Labs, and many more, even like iSpace, their private company. We're also going to talk about launches. And also, I like to build rockets, like launchable rockets. So this is a Falcon 9. So I will do videos on these and actually launching them. Be pretty cool. In the future, I would like to have a live stream set up for, really nice launches. Falcon 9s, even Falcon Heavies, or just a big event, for example, like Starhopper or Starship, whenever that happens. So yeah, that's a little rundown about what the channel is going to be about. Okay, let's get on to some actual news now. So we're going to start off with NASA. Biggest thing that has happened with NASA, because not too much really goes on with them as far as time, because we all know they are slow. Biggest thing is the NASA administrator, Jim Bernstein. I probably butchered his last name. Anyways, he said we are a go on a green run for the SLS Center Core rocket. Basically, they're going to test it out first instead of just testing on their maiden flight, which they're trying to push from 2021 to 2020. We will see. He did not give any specific time as far when that green run's going to go. I'll actually put what he said here on the screen so you guys can read it if you would like to. Next, we're going to dive into ULA, or United Launch Alliance. They have delayed their launch of the satellite AEHF-5 for the U.S. Air Force. They're going to go ahead and target for August 5th to go ahead and do that launch. Now, they specifically delayed this because there has been some anomalies, quote unquote, they've been saying, but they want to continue their track record of 100% success, which I don't really blame them. Slow and steady wins the race, except if you're NASA, they're too slow. Now we're going to go into my favorite, SpaceX. As you guys can see, I got like a lot of t-shirts, and I just ordered too much from their website last night, so maybe I'll do an unboxing if you guys want to see that. A whole bunch of cool SpaceX stuff. Anyways, on to the space news. So as y'all know, Starhopper was a success. It did not explode, thankfully, but it did have a couple delays. They're having some issues catching fire numerous times. Anyways, Starhopper succeeded on the 20-meter hop test, but it did set a brush fire, which was kind of intentional, so that way it wasn't going to catch on fire in the future. Now, Elon tweeted, and I'll put this on the screen, probably over here, or maybe over here, who knows. The 200-meter test is coming up soon, next week, apparently. We will see, because stuff gets delayed in space as normal. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, he also tweeted, and I'll put that over here, Starship presentation in about a week to 2 weeks. I'm super excited about that. If you know, the Starship website, starship.com, still says coming soon. So I can't wait, and hopefully that will be having some details, maybe a newer design from their older BFR design. And then after that, CRS-18 was their most recent launch up to the International Space Station, carrying the Dragon capsule and 5,000 pounds of experiments and supplies for the ISS. That was a success. This is also a pretty big deal for NASA and SpaceX, because this is the first time they're using a Block 5 booster twice for a resupply to the ISS. NASA, as you guys know, take every freaking precautionary, which is not bad, but it takes time. So this time, SpaceX was able to convince NASA to, hey, let's use a twicely used Block 5 booster. And you know what? It launched perfectly and it landed beautifully. So awesome. Great job for SpaceX. Can't wait to see more in the future. I almost forgot, real quick before we move on to iSpace. Elon just tweeted out the uncut footage of the Block 5 Falcon 9 booster from CRS-18 coming down, re-entering our orbit. Breaking through the sound barrier is super cool. I'm going to try to get that video and post it somewhere on the screen so you guys can see it. Lastly, we have iSpace. Now, this is a brand new space company. Actually, I say quote unquote brand new. It's relatively new in China. There's iSpace, OneSpace, and LandSpace, all private companies in China. Interesting fact, OneSpace and LandSpace have both failed trying to create a orbital rocket. They keep failing on their test. Long story short, iSpace and the Hyperbola 1, it's a lightweight rocket, can take a 573-pound payload up into sun-synchronous orbit. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, it was a success. It got into orbit perfectly fine. That's kind of a big deal for a maiden flight on a new private company. So props to them. Can't wait to see more, as they're already hinting designs and rumors of a Hyperbola 2 somewhere in the 2020s. So why did I start a YouTube channel on space? Obviously, I like it, okay? I think that's probably a bit of an understatement. I've always dreamed about going to space as a kid, just being a dreamer and just not really paying attention to school, sadly. I am now, though, don't worry. Just constantly thinking about space, gazing at the stars, and just being in awe, loving it. And now that we are in a time where we have private companies, you know, Elon Musk and SpaceX just doing great things. You know, we have talks of going to Mars and back to the moon. It's just awesome. I love it. I talk to all my friends about space. I show them videos, including my girlfriend. Props to her, because I probably annoy the hell out of her with tons of videos and just stuff that she probably doesn't really care about. Anyways, so I talked to all my friends. I'm sure they think it's cool, but I would rather talk to a whole community that loves space just like I do. So I'm going to try my best and cover space news and have fun while doing it. Other than that, check out the cool Starman I found at Kroger with my girlfriend one day. Just kind of caught my eye and I was like, oh, that looks like a Tesla. Got up closer. Nah, Starman. Anyways, that's really about it, guys, for this YouTube video. Quick, informative. Hopefully, you know, you guys found some of the information cool and exciting. I did start a Twitter account for this YouTube channel. If you guys like the video, please leave a thumbs up and a subscribe, as that lets me know that, hey, the community is embracing my work and they want more, hopefully, at least. Anyways, guys, peace out, and let's look forward to some more news.